Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Liberal icon Linda Sarsour goes to Jewish tolerance event, attacks filthy Jewish media. Linda Sarsour is a proud Muslim activist who helped organize the Women's March against Trump. She is considered a hero by liberals. However, she believes in Sharia law. She's against everything our country is about and she hates Jews. She attended an event called Anti-Semitism and the Struggle for Justice, where ironically, she attacked the Jewish media. If what you're reading all day long, morning and night, in the Jewish media is that Linda Sarsour and Minister Farrakhan are the existential threats to the Jewish community, something really bad is gonna happen and we're gonna miss the mark on it, said Sarsour. She wasn't just defending herself, she also defended Farrakhan, who said on national television that Hitler was a very great man. Karrakhan also said that when it's God who puts you in the ovens, it's forever. Sarsour went on to argue that the real threat to Jews in America is Donald Trump. The existential threat, to the Jewish community, resides in the White House, in the highest offices of these lands, she claimed. According to her, people were outraged at her appearance. Having Linda Sarsour and head of Jewish Voice for Peace, leading a panel on #Anti-Semitism is like Oscar Mayer leading a panel on vegetarianism, tweeted Jonathan Greenblatt, National Director of the Anti-Defamation League. CNN's Anna Navarro accuses Trump of having Alzheimer's or dementia. CNN, who gets very defensive when they are accused of being fake news, has accused President Trump of having either dementia or Alzheimer's. One of the two. Doesn't matter which. Does that sound like a real news station to you? Anna Navarro, CNN's self-proclaimed Republican who is actually a liberal in every sense of the word, released a segment called "Is President Trump Fit to Serve?" I can tell you from an untrained eye, it looks weird. It makes me recall people who have early onset dementia, it makes me recall people who are in the early stages of Alzheimer's. His constant repetition, he goes back to the same themes over and over again. He continues repeating the same lies, the same fabrications, picking the same fights, claimed Navarro. He's been going on with the NFL now and the athletes for months. I don't know what he's going to do when football season is over. Start picking on what? Kindergartners? Said Navarro, like there is any comparison to calling out millionaire football players disrespecting our flag and kindergartners. Look, it is weird, his repeated lie on the number of, on the electoral vote, on illegals voting, on the inaugural crowds. It is downright weird. And to look the other way and pretend that this is normal is to be in absolute denial, said Navarro. Watch Tucker Carlson crush activist who wants change LGBT to LGBTQ cap. Tucker Carlson crushed an activist who wants to change LGBT into LGBTQ cap. This is not a joke, people. The crazy acronym apparently stands for lesbian, gay, genderqueer, bisexual, demisexual, transgender, transsexual, two-spirit, intersex, queer, questioning, asexual, allies, pansexual, and polyamorous. Well, the tolerance police have a lot of power here in America, in case you haven't noticed, but they're even stronger in Canada. Just yesterday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau delivered an official apology to gay and transgender Canadians for the past state discrimination against them, explained Carlson. But now, teachers in Durham, Ontario, had to attend an inclusiveness training course for the Deep Breath Here LGBTQ community, which is apparently a community. That 15-letter acronym, intended to encompass all sexual minorities, may soon be required soon at schools, said Carlson. Tucker's guest, Stephen Ledrew, former president of the Liberal Party of Canada, suggested that, While no one uses that full phrase yet, it can be taught to kids like the alphabet, and it means inclusiveness. Well, generally shortened to the LGBTQ, which is the community, and there's a few extra ones they've added in there. But, no one goes by that. Maybe that's to teach kids the alphabet or not, but generally it's referred to. The Prime Minister referred to it yesterday in the House of Commons during his apology as LGBTQ. Some people don't know what it means. They know it means inclusiveness. It's a good thing. It's a question of tolerance, said Ledru. Hero sniper Chris Kyle's widow just told the NFL players exactly what they needed to hear. There are not many people in our country who don't know the name of the legendary American sniper Chris Kyle. Well, Chris may be gone, but his wife Taya Kyles is alive, well, and heartbroken at what the NFL has become. You see, Taya and Chris were both big lovers of professional football. They saw it as a great uniting of Americans from all backgrounds around something we all care about. They honored our nation and our troops for a few seconds at the beginning of every game. Then they kneeling started. Last weekend Taya found her breaking point when many of her beloved teams decided to kneel and disrespect the fallen American heroes like her husband. She wrote a letter to the NFL with a message that all Americans need to see. If you ever want to get off your knees and get to work on building bridges, let me know. She summed it all up pretty well, reminding them about all the good they can do for their community during the off-season. And now, play football and honor our troops. You have a lot of strong guys. I am sure in the off-season a lot of them could build some pretty big bridges if they care enough to do the hard work. That would involve getting off their knees and getting to work though. I can do it while I raise 2 kids as their only parent and work through the greatest pain of my life. Let's see if they can do it for the issues they say they care so much about. If you all think it's high time this whole kneeling during the anthem thing ends, then let the NFL know it by sharing this everywhere. America will fight back. Seconds after the Alabama race ended, the president called Moore and did exactly what he promised. President Donald Trump made no secret the last few weeks about his support for Alabama Senate candidate Luther Strange. However, last night Strange lost out to Roy Moore in the Republican primary. So, did Trump decide to tear the party apart when his guy lost? Hell no. He went and called up Moore and offered him the full support and resources of the Republican Party to win his election in December. This right here is a very important lesson for the Republican Party to learn. They need to notice how the president supported the winning Republican instead of holding a grudge and making the whole party suffer for it. Heck, Roy Moore was so happy with Trump's endorsement, he went bragging about it on Twitter while it was happening. The lesson here is that unity is key. We need unity as Republicans and unity as Americans as a whole. If we can learn to work with each other ever again, like Trump did tonight, we can make America the greatest it has ever been. What Usain Bolt just sacrificed for Trump stunned the entire world. This is massive. President Donald Trump on Tuesday is not backing down. He just tweeted out a video of Usain Bolt, who stopped and gave an interview in 2012. Bolt retired this year. He was doing a live interview for Television Española on the side of the back during the London Games in 2012. He immediately halted the interview and stood at attention for the US national anthem. Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, "Get that son of a b off the field right now. He is fired. He's fired," he said. Share this if you think it's embarrassing that a Jamaican shows more respect to our anthem than our own athletes do. Geraldo Rivera punished by Fox News after a crazy defense of Matt Lauer. After NBC's Matt Lauer was fired for inappropriate sexual behavior, Fox's Geraldo Rivera was quick to defend him. Sad about it and later great guy, highly skilled and empathetic guests and a real gentleman to my family and me. News is a flirty business and it seems like current epidemic of #sex harassment allegations may be criminalizing courtship and conflating it predation. What about #Garrison Keillor? Tweeted Rivera. A jerk's a jerk in dating. #sex harassment should be confined to situations where superior imposes himself on subordinate who feels unable to complain because of power of perp or feared consequences to victims' employment. Shouldn't be used to get even bad bosses or hated exes, tweeted Rivera. Fox News was not happy with Rivera's tweets. Geraldo's tweets do not reflect the views of Fox News or its management. We were troubled by his comments and are addressing them with him, they said. However, the situation gets worse. An interview from 1991 has gone viral of Bette Midler accusing Rivera of sexual assault. Geraldo and his producer came to do an interview with me in the 70s, the early 70s. And this was when he was very sort of hot. And he and his producer left the crew in the other room. They pushed me into my bathroom. They broke 2 poppers and pushed them under my nose and proceeded to grope me. I did not offer myself up on the altar of Geraldo Rivera. He was unseemly. His behavior was unseemly, she described. Geraldo wrote an apology for his comments. Reaction to my tweets today on #sex harassment makes clear. I didn't sufficiently explain that this is a horrendous problem. Long hidden harassers are deviants who deserve what is coming to them. Often victims are too frightened to come forward in a timely fashion. I humbly apologize, tweeted Rivera.